Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get only 3 ahead.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing on third down, Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf, 57 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Barkley. He juked him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Barkley.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
23 yards on the play.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tack McKinley able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
Watson's pass.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Is good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Here comes Cohen. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On second down, it's Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Watson to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
On the keeper. Intended for DK Metcalf.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
In punt formation.
Here's Jackson. 21-0 our score after one.
Score Bills 21. Dolphins nothing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Kaepernick. Now this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley, toss play left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tack McKinley getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down.
To throw is Watson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Down, Buffalo.
From the red zone now, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Kaepernick now on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down now, Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Kaepernick now on third and goal. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A final shot before the break, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, it's Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
C.J. Henderson on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watson off play action. Flushed out right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Jordan Reed has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards on the ground. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. from the gun. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills' first down.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
That's the end of
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Coleman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Kaepernick to throw again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. This is caught. Give him 30 yards there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. J.J. Watt able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, pick it up.
On first and 10, Watson. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. O.J. Howard, 47 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 29.
Jackson.
It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tack McKinley. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.